my life's still a struggle without James. You know, it's like it's still happening just as it's still hard to get through. Time does heal. I think you learn to live with it more than anything. You've got to live with it. There's nothing I can do to bring James back, but I've got 3 boys there that need me, so I've got to be there for them. So, you know, just seeing them, it makes life a lot easier. But I'll never stop fighting justice for James. Just because it's not here doesn't mean to say, you know, I've got to stop everything. I'll still continue what I've been doing over the past 20 years for the next 20 years if I need to.
And do you find that every time that there's another parole hearing or the arrest and the re-imprisonment of Venables, and it just keeps bringing it back and keeps making you relive what happened?
It does, but I mean, I've had to live with that for the past 20 years, so I'm kind of getting used to that now anyway. But I've always said, if there's a fight there to fight for James, I'll always do it. I don't care how long it takes or what I've got to do, you know, I will do it. But at the end of the day, I've got my 3 boys to go home to, and I think that's why I keep going on, because if I stop fighting for justice for James now, I've wasted the past 20 years of my life. I'm letting a lot of people down, and also I'll be letting James down and my family, and that's something I'll never do.
When you say that you're still fighting for justice, what would that be for you?
I want to see Venables doing a lot longer in an adult prison now. I don't think he's capable of walking amongst ordinary people. I still believe he is a great danger to people. You know, he's just not altogether there. For him to get away with that murder, he was given a second chance, and then he blew that second chance by all the pornography images that he had on his computer.
When you found out that they possibly had been in Liverpool, how did that make you feel?
Oh, I was just outraged by it. And I said to Stuart, I've been lied to here, because, you know, I was told on the release that if they were to enter Liverpool or, you know, come anywhere near where I live, then, you know, I would be informed. But it's all been one cover-up after another. It's, you know, he got away with drug allegations, wasn't told about that. He was drinking in Liverpool, wasn't told about that. He was going to Everton games, wasn't told about that. And someone out there hasn't been doing the job probably because he had that many images on his laptop. You know, he's got away with everything. He should have been getting monitors at least once every 2 weeks or even once a month. But it doesn't look like that ever happened. I think he was left to his own devices.
And you describe it like, you know, they were given more help and support than you were as victims.
They were given more help and support, and they still continue to get that. We're getting nothing at all. I mean, I've had to fight a long battle over the past 20 years, and, you know, I will do for the next 20 if we have to. But I'm getting absolutely nothing. Everything I ask for, I don't get. Everything they ask for, they do get. And I just want to know why. You know, why is it always one-sided? Why can't we have something as well as victims?
And just to pick on something you were saying, I heard you saying earlier about how James is still very much part of the family. You know, he's still there, isn't he?
Oh God, he'll always be with me. You know, it could be a simple thing like when we're sitting having a meal and one of the kids do something, it'll just like bring something back to me, and I say, oh God, James used to do it, and then we'll start talking about him. I've passed all my memories of James onto my kids, so they know what James was like. You know, I know they never met him, but I think they've met him in their own little way, because now they've got their own images of what James used to be like. We've got Thomas, who's 14. He is just so much like James. Even from a baby, you couldn't really tell the difference between the two of them. But he's not James. I've never tried to replace James with any of my boys. They've all got their own little, you know, personalities and everything. But we constantly talk about him every single day. We've huge portraits over the fireplace of James, and, you know, it's just an everyday thing now. We just feel like he's around us, and in my eyes, he always will be.